Good morning once again, everyone, and welcome to AP Calculus BC Live. This is day 31, and it doesn't get any better. Waking up in the morning and doing some Calculus BC. The only thing that could be better is waking up in the morning and doing Calculus BC and eating bacon. That could be the only thing that could make this experience better. Bacon, that sounds pretty good. I have to make a list. Bacon. Today's lesson, obviously, we're in the middle of AP exam prep week, and we're going to be talking about mock exam day 2, which is going to entail our free response question number 1. I know we kind of did our questions in reverse order, and it was because we wanted to use today to do the longer question. So there'll be a bit of a silent time on the air while you guys work out that free response question 1. That will be probably the bulk of today's show, and then we're going to make sure that we debrief that question very thoroughly in tomorrow's show, as well as show you an additional question. Once again, we want to extend a warm, happy Teacher Appreciation Week to all you teachers out there. We know how difficult it is being a teacher. It's also doubly difficult teaching calculus. There's a big difference between teaching algebra and teaching calculus, and those of you that are out there that are teachers, you know exactly what we're referring to. And then, of course, preparing students for the AP exam is always a challenge, but to do so under these conditions is doubly difficult. But you all are doing such a great job, and we appreciate what you're doing, and I know that your students do, because we see those tweets all the time, and we're going to continue to share as many of those with you as we can throughout the week. We once again have all of our materials ready for you in our link description below the video, and as well as various links that the College Board have provided for videos that you can watch, documents that you can download. And I think later on today, Brian's going to talk about some of the most important ones that you ought to get your hands on and kind of start to use to get yourself ready for the exam. And speaking of which, I am joined by my good friend, Speedway High School's own Brian Passwater, maybe the best problem writer in the Western Hemisphere. I'm even going to include the Eastern Hemisphere in there as well. But Brian, it is so good to have you on once again together. I know our day is a little limited here, a couple of more left, but I've enjoyed it. And Brian,
Hey,
over here.
Sorry, Tony.
How you doing,
Hey,
Brian?
I'm doing all right, man. How you today? It's Wednesday. We're almost done with our first week, man.
Brian, I'm here.
I know.
This is the 31st day. You would think that you would have figured out the cameras by now. What's going on?
Am I looking the wrong way again?
Yes. I'm on this side of you. Remember, we've talked about that.
I know. I always get confused because of the mirroring. I always want to look to my left. I always feel like you're on my. So I got to look. Am I looking at you now?
I think so.
Okay.
You know, it's gotten so bad, Brian, that people are starting to create memes about us. And I want to share one here with you. This one just popped up on my feed today, or yesterday, I believe. Yes.
I don't recognize those guys.
I guess, is this the legacy that we want to leave behind?
I think this might be the legacy against our will. This is pretty accurate, Tony. I think what's amazing is this is pretty astute, not just for these videos, but if you had to wrap up our real personalities and our real traits, this might be it. I'm the guy that won't shut up about math everywhere in my life, kind of oblivious, and you're the guy trying to high five me when I'm not looking.
That's exactly right. I think that's perfect.
Where did that come from?
This came from an account by the name of Athletic Wear, and we want to thank Athletic Wear for that. You guys have there's so many wonderful tweets that you've sent that really make us laugh. It's amazing, and we love reading those. And trust me, it gets us through the days when we have our breaks in between our sessions. We get our phones out and we read those. And tell you what, the sense of humor of the modern American, high school student now is very different from when I was a teenager. And I think the teachers will probably agree with that. It's very sophisticated. It's very sharp. So thank you guys for all of that.
It's definitely impressive, Tony. And, I don't know if you've forgotten this, and I hope our viewers haven't forgotten this, but you are going to be pied in the face this week, right? I mean, that's still going to happen. I'm afraid now I might look the wrong way and then pie the wrong side of the screen. But in order for me to get ready, I think you should help me practice a little high five real quick. Let's see if we can figure
All
this
right,
out
we can give it a shot here.
because we only got 2 days left after today, and we're not very good at this. So
All right.
on three, should we do it on three?
Oh, on three.
All right, 1, 2, 3. You were like on 4. I think it's right in
I
the
was a
middle.
little late. I think it was the latency, Zoom latency.
Okay, that's what we'll call it. Yes. It has nothing to do with our really bad coordination and inability to do this. But at least I was going in the right direction compared to that one day when apparently we were switched on the screen and we went the complete wrong directions. That was pretty impressive. Yeah. Yeah. The memes have been hilarious. The tweets have been inspiring and funny. We've gotten so many really cool, just different tweets about students that are watching the videos and students just sharing so much about how much they appreciate their own classroom teachers, right? Talking about how great their teachers are and how proud they are of their teachers, and teachers talking about their students. And I think one of the reasons why we've gotten so many tweets in recent days is because of the t-shirt giveaway. Tony, if you had a, and we counted yesterday, but we had like hundreds and hundreds of students that were tweeting us the picture of them submitting their practice response, which is amazing, because with this year's exam being a little bit different, it is so important that students practice the online AP demo, because we got to make sure when the exam comes, that's not going to be any cause of concern, that we've practiced it, we understand how to upload, what kind of files to upload, how to use your devices properly. And so again, today, Tony, I believe you're going to share, after we take the practice question, another sample review of how to do that process. Is that right?
Yes, we will. We will definitely take care of that to bring anybody else on board who may have missed the last day or two. So yes.
Perfect. And so, and in light of this, right, we're having the t-shirt giveaway. This is what that stake, right? The Brian and Tony World Tour, with all the dates on the back and everything. And so we're giving out one of these shirts every single day this week to a student who has submitted their entry form. And how do you submit? Well, you're going to, all you have to do is any day this week, and you only have to submit once. You're always in the drawing. We don't reset it each day. Is just take a screenshot of your successful submission on the College Board demo site. The link is there, and we're going to come back to this later, so you might want to have that handy. So we're going to use that to practice today's problem as well, and just tweet me and Tony at PasswaterB and at AP Calc Teacher.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, should we do what we talked about? A little conversation.
I don't know. What do you think?
You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and do this. We've got a shirt or two kind of set aside outside of the normal 5 that we're going to distribute, and I'm going to go ahead and set one of those aside for, or a couple of those aside, I should say, for athletic wear. So athletic wear, I'm going to reach out to you. That wonderful tweet, that meme made our day. It maybe brought us down a peg or two, which is fine. But we're going to go ahead and acknowledge that. So we're going to reach out to you and try to get your contact information so we can send you one of those.
And so, Tony, I can't be left out. And so we have another Twitter user who has been tweeting, and Jenny, right? I won't share your last name, but your Twitter handle is not Wonder Bread. You know who you are. Jenny has tweeted us, Tony, I don't even know how many times, 20, 30 times, trying to win one of these shirts. And the tweets have made me laugh multiple times, some of the things that she's posting, but she's also posting a lot of really good information and helping other students out. And so we're still going to have our giveaway, right, our random drawing today, but we're going to go ahead and do 2 bonus shirts right now. So those 2 students, you and your teacher, have just won a free t-shirt worth literally hundreds and hundreds of pennies, right? So it's quite valuable. And Tony, we should probably mention right now, we don't want to be inundated with a whole bunch of memes and tweets right now, hoping to win a free shirt if you make us laugh. Tony and I ordered these shirts already, but we paid for them. These are not provided by the College Board. We just paid for them ourselves, and we ordered a couple of extras just in case, and we have given them away. So we don't really have any extra shirts to give away beyond the daily giveaways, right? Because if your wife or my wife sees a whole bunch more charges for t-shirts for students, they would not be very happy, even though with all the tweets we've been getting, man, we would love if somehow we could give every kid who wanted one a shirt for them and their teacher.
Oh, that would be amazing. We really do. At this point, we just pretty much will give one out a day. But man, if only somebody could have funded this. If like maybe if we could have gotten Bill Gates
Yeah,
to
or
do this,
Kanye.
maybe we should. Or yeah, Kanye, are you out there? Kanye, are you there? Are you watching?
I'm sure
Maybe
he
we should
is.
tweet. We could tweet them and say, "Hey, can you pay for?" No, no, wait a minute. Let's not do that. We better not do that.
Yeah, but
But
please don't
oh well.
tweet at Bill Gates. Please don't have 4,000 BC Calc students and teachers tweet right now at Bill Gates. That would be horrible to have him buy everyone a free T-shirt, right? Or my friend from the Office television show, John Krasinski, is doing these live things for good news, right? Let's not tweet at him and see if we can get someone to donate some T-shirts. But so that is our entry. So today you have another chance, if you have not done your screenshot, to tweet at us and be entered, and we'll be announcing the winner of today's official random drawing at the end. So we do want to jump into today's problems and then this week. So a couple of quick items today, like Tony mentioned, we're going to be looking at the free response question number 1. It's the longer question. It's a 25-minute question plus a 5-minute submission process. And so when you take the AP exam, the clock will say 30 minutes on it. That includes the 5-minute upload time. Tomorrow, we're going to have one more mock exam practice, another chance, a final chance for you to do a live FRQ. It'll be a shorter question, and then we'll be debriefing today's question tomorrow as well. And then Friday, some tearful goodbyes. And we've got several different surprises in store for you on Friday. So make sure you tune in Friday for some cool surprises. And then today, to kind of zoom in a little bit on what we just mentioned, we'll talk a little bit here in a second about preparing for the exam, the online portal. You have a chance today, again, to upload your answers from today's question with free response question number 1 happening here in just about 2 minutes. So make sure you have a pencil and paper and you're ready to go. So a couple of things real quick. Things that you should do today, right? With an exclamation point or factorial. I'm not sure which one it is, but things you should do today. Make sure you continue practice uploading your solutions. There's a website, cb.org/apdemo. Also, the College Board has 2 really important things we want to make sure that you do. The AP exam day checklist, you can go to that website, download it. It tells you all the things that you should be doing for the AP exams for each day. That way you know you haven't left anything out, so the exam doesn't come and you've forgotten something. And then there's a really short, it's like 5 minutes, I think, Tony, 5 steps to do before exam day video. It's really well done. It's right there from the College Board. That'll, again, remind you what you should be doing leading up to that. There's been some discussion and there's been some changes, right? So for students and teachers, there's been a couple of changes and about how you can upload responses. And there's been a little bit of confusion. So we want to clarify some of that. Remember, this is all happening so fast, and the College Board is doing their best to get out the most accurate information as possible. And then they've heard back from teachers and students. And so there's been some changes. And the changes have been to help students and teachers, but they couldn't do those things up front because they didn't think it was going to be possible. But as they've been working the last several days with their tech people and some other people on the back end of this whole process, they've learned that they're able to this year add some things that might help you. And so this might sound a little bit different than what you've heard before, but it's only because the College Board is trying to make this as convenient and easy as possible for students. And so when you upload your solutions, and you can save this file, but this is pretty important, you're going to have 3 options, but the 2 main ones for calculus will probably be attaching a text file and attaching photos. So I have a little split screen here. If you're attaching a text file, there's certain file types it has to be. Make sure that when you practice saving, it's one of these, and one of those is a PDF. And there's been discussion on, can I upload photos from my phone as a PDF? And we kind of got some different responses, and there's been some test security and some plagiarism software concerns that handwritten stuff as a PDF may not work with the software, but they were able to get that figured out just recently. And so they've opened that option up. And so you do have the option of typing a response or handwriting a response. Maybe you're in OneNote on your computer, you have a tablet, or you do it on pencil and paper today. And then you have an app on your phone, right? The Notes app, if an iPhone, or if you have like a cam scanner, a free PDF thing where you take photos of your work and it saves it as a PDF. Well, officially, the College Board announced yesterday, you can upload your handwritten solutions as a PDF. But if you're going to do that and save it as a PDF, you have to attach it as a text file. That's the option you have to choose. So even though you're handwriting it through an app on your computer or iPad or device, or you're handwriting it on paper, it will be considered a text file if it's a PDF. In that case, it's going to be one file per question. So you might have 3 or 4 pages of work, but you're going to take photos of all those, convert it into a single PDF, and upload that. It's okay to use scripting software, like I mentioned, like OneNote or some other program on your computer. The attaching photos option would be if you're just going to use your phone and attach it as a photo. You're not going to convert it to a PDF. Make sure it's saved as one of these file types, PNG and JPEG. I know that there's been some issues where some of the iPhones especially, your default when you take photos is a high resolution. It's an HEIC attachment. If you try to take a photo and you realize the attachment is HEIC and not one of these 3 available options, you need to go to your settings on your phone and make sure you change it appropriately so it will be one of these types. So if you're handwriting responses, you could do photos. In this case, you're going to be taking one page one picture per page. So you might be uploading multiple photos before you submit. So PDF one file, all your pages, into one file. Photos is going to be one single or multiple different possible pages for each question. So that's going to be pretty important. Tony, let's jump into today's question and give our students a
Let's
chance to
do it.
try it.
That's why you're all here, and we are going to take a look at FRQ number 1. And as you can see here in just a second, the clock is set for 30 minutes, and we're going to let that run down here in just a moment. And then we're going to rejoin you at the 5-minute mark, and we'll talk through that upload process. So we're going to kind of go off cam here a little bit and leave you alone. And best of luck as you work through FRQ number 1, everyone.
And Tony, these are in the links like Tony mentioned. So if you have a chance to download it, you can if you want to make it bigger on your screen. So you can download it in the
Correct.
Google Drive or the Dropbox and have the problem.
All right, everyone. As you can tell, the timer has turned to red. It's actually stopped on me, and unfortunately, it's now reset. So I'm going to go ahead and run this, and um, at the 25-minute mark, that's when the conclusion of that 5 minutes is going to occur. We apologize. This timer is a little finicky, and we also noticed that the video feed was kind of blocking part of it. That upper right-hand corner is kind of precious real estate, I guess, and we kind of did the best that we can. Hopefully, you're able to see at least the minute hand. So you should be uh, partaking in the upload process. And again, we're thinking of this timer having turned red, and it really would be saying 4 minutes and 22 seconds left at this point. So again, we apologize for that. So hopefully you're going on to ap.org slash or cb.org/ap demo, and you're going through that upload process. And we're going to give you time to do that. I wanted to point out that if by some chance you didn't feel like you're able to do all 7 parts effectively of this particular FRQ, don't worry. The College Board to write problems that are going to keep you busy. They have stated multiple times that if you don't happen to finish one or more parts of an FRQ, it is very possible that you could still earn a score of 5. So kudos if you were able to get through them all and felt pretty good about it. So hopefully by now you've minimized YouTube. We don't want you to exit out of YouTube, but you've minimized YouTube and you're well in the process of the upload. If anything goes wrong with the upload, if this is one of your first times, kind of take inventory of what didn't go so well so that you know what to work on next time. And again, the timer would be at this point reading 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining for your upload. And shortly here, you'll now be at the 2-minute mark to finish your upload, and afterwards click the submit button. And if you haven't done so already, if you haven't taken a screenshot to enter the t-shirt drawing, this would be a great time to do that. After you've done your submission, you can go ahead and take that screenshot and send it or tweet it out to us. Once you've already done that once, you're already in the pool. You don't increase your chances of winning a shirt if you submit more than once. So. And at this point, you have 60 seconds remaining. "30 seconds." Here in just a moment, Brian's going to hop back on and show you those links again, and we'll wrap up today's show. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And the timer has now reached its conclusion. I believe Brian's going to pop back on and share with you a few more slides.
Absolutely, Tony. Of course, because I had to be myself, I had to have a technical glitch and try to talk during my mic being muted. So it kept telling me that my mic is muted, but I didn't want to listen to him. So yeah, so a couple quick final things here today. Don't forget we have our winner, teacher winner announced today as well. So don't forget from before what to do today, right? I showed you this slide in the beginning, practice uploading solutions, which we just did. Keep trying that. Make sure you have no glitches, the exam day checklist, and the 5 steps before exam day. Those really are important things, so don't overlook those things. Also, when you look in the Dropbox folder or even underneath our video, you'll see a new folder there that if you've been joining us for 30 some days, there's a new folder called 5 for 5s, and then this is just for you guys. And so if you click on that 5 for 5 folders, this is what the Dropbox will look like. Here on the left, you're going to see a couple files on justifications. We talked about that last week, how you write certain justifications on the exam, what's accepted for explaining your reasoning and things like that. You'll see this 5 for 5 daily practice. And if you open up that folder, you're going to see 2 folders, one for AB and one for BC. You could do both, right? Because they're both going to be on your BC exam. And then once you open up a folder, you'll start seeing day 1, day 2, day 3, things like that. And then there's 5 problems a day that you could do to practice for the AP exam. So here's just a quick screenshot of day 1. So you'll see 5 questions. The AB problems, you'll see some overlap. Usually about 3 of the problems will be the same from AB to BC because the AB questions are obviously going to be a part of your BC test as well. And then there are 5 problems a day to get you toward that 5 on the AP exam. So 3 of the problems will be AB type curriculum. And then 1 problem typically will be one of that, it's like a hybrid because it's a BC problem this year, so it wouldn't be on the AB exam, but normally it would have been on the AB exam. They come from that unit 8 that was cut out of the AB exam, but not cut out of the BC exam. And then 1 problem that's going to be a BC only question that's only on the BC exam. So 5 problems a day. It's kind of some extra practice. We're going to be spiraling a lot of these big ideas that are going to be tested on the exam to kind of make sure you're prepared for all of those things. And so if you want to try those, you're welcome to do them. The solutions will be posted like a day later. So it'll be a brand new file every single day on there. So what you've been waiting for, I'm assuming, is the t-shirt giveaway, right? And don't forget how to enter. If you have not entered yet, you can tweet Tony and I a picture of you uploading this. So if today was the first time you uploaded, it would have been a perfect time, like Tony mentioned, to tweet at us and get your entry in, because we're going to be announcing a winner every day. And you're going to win a shirt, not just for you, but also for your calculus teacher. So today's winner, Tony, are you ready for this? I went through.
I'm ready.
Picked it, and it's Kevin Z. Kevin Z is our random winner today. So Tony, I was thinking about this. What do the kids have to do? Or once we announce their name, how do they get their shirt? What are their next steps?
Really, all they have to do is sit tight, make sure that they check their Twitter account, because I will be sending a direct message through Twitter notifying them of their win, and then we'll start the process of contacting that teacher of that particular student to start arranging the shipping. Because remember, we have to ship them either to the teacher's home or to the school. So just stand by, watch for those direct messages via Twitter, and we'll let you know how we'll take care of it.
So we have Kevin Z today. Jenny, the @NotWonderBread, and then your winner from earlier was
Athletic Wear. Athletic Wear.
So those 3 students, make sure they check their Twitter messages, right? Not their Twitter feed, but their Twitter messages for a message from you.
Correct.
Awesome.
All right, our tweets of the day in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week. We got our hashtag AP Teachers Rock going on, and we want to first of all send out a shout out to Mr. Stacy Fitzgerald at Independence High School in Frisco, Texas. Throughout the school year, he has been giving lightning fast Calc BC updates to students and parents, and he also seems to be a major fan of your YouTube videos. Well, I'll tell you what, Brian and I are major fans of any passionate, hardworking AP Calculus teacher. So congratulations, Mr. Fitzgerald. Also, we'd like to shout out to Ms. Ramsey, my BC Calc teacher at Sutherland High School in New York, for just being overall amazing with her workload, tips, and willingness to answer all our questions. Looking forward to origami. And lastly, thank you for making the last period of every school day so fun with Calc class, Ms. Crowley. The only thing that I want more than a 5 on my AP exams is to be featured on the AP Calc BC live stream. Well, there you go. First wish has come true. In 6 days, you're going to have your second wish come true. So congratulations to all those teachers and every teacher out there in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah, and whether you're tweeting out or whether you have a Twitter account or not, it is Teacher Appreciation Week. Be sure to thank your teachers today, right? Teachers, we don't get enough thank you letters or emails or messages. So take 5 minutes today. Think back through, elementary, middle school, and high school, and see if you can think of at least one teacher from each one of those parts of your education, and then find a way to reach them and just say, hey, I just want to tell you, you made an impact on my life. I want to thank you for what you've done, what you've built into me. That's what really keeps teachers going. I think hearing that is going to be better than any t-shirt or prize teacher could ever win. Although the t-shirt's pretty epic, but show some appreciation for your teachers this week. We're bringing it back. We didn't have time yesterday to do tweets or pets of the day, but we do have our pets of the day, Tony. We've got 3 pets, and unfortunately, the submissions for this, they didn't share the names, but this is their Calc BC class pets here. So maybe tomorrow we'll have to do a follow-up with some names of the pets. But I loved it because I don't think we've had really any rabbits. I didn't know what that is. Is that an iguana? What is that? An albino iguana or something?
It's some type of reptile. I'm fairly confident.
Yeah, so I put you on the spot, and I figured if anybody would know, it was you, and then a tortoise of some kind. So that's our pets of the day. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a follow-up on that. Don't forget to check out those College Board links. Try those 5 for 5s if you want to get some more practice on your own as you get ready for the exam. And then tomorrow, Tony, we have one more practice FRQ, right? One more timed test to get the kids ready for the exam.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And then you've got this pie in the face coming. We're down to 2 days, Tony. So it's either Thursday or Friday. You don't know when it's coming, but it's coming, and it will be live on the air. You are going to be surprised with a pie in the face because we had 50,000 views last week.
And I'm very concerned about this.
I can tell. So final thoughts, Tony, take us out.
We just want you guys to keep being awesome. Just do what you do. 6 days, you're going to be great. We have faith in you. We believe in you. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning.
AP Calc, yes, AP Calc. Welcome here to AP Calc, yes,